Okay, so for the first time in 20 years, O Magazine will not feature Oprah on the cover. Instead, the September issue, there you go, will honor Breonna Taylor. The 26-year-old was killed in her Louisville home during a botched police raid. Oprah says she chose to highlight Breonna to bring attention to her death, but to also highlight the need for justice in her name. None of the officers, by the way, involved in Breonna's death have been charged. And Erica, you know, you've been very vocal about getting justice for Breonna Taylor, especially because those that have protested to get justice for Breonna Taylor have been arrested before her killers.
Right. Hundreds of people have been arrested at this point, some facing felony charges. You know, Breonna Taylor should be here, and that's why we're pissed. This is a woman who should have been celebrated in life. She was a decorated EMT. She was on the front lines during coronavirus. It's so difficult because this is the example of what we allude to all the time when we talk about the disrespect of Black women. Her value is determined because she's a woman and she's Black and she happens to be dark-skinned. That's where we are in this society. And not getting justice for Breonna only amplifies and tells us what we all know. I want everybody to pay attention to how this woman is being treated. And the fact that Oprah, after 20 years, is going to put her on the cover tells you why we're so upset. Breonna is me. Breonna is Oprah. Breonna is all of us. Because here was a woman who we should be celebrating in life, all of her accomplishments. She should be here to accept her flowers, and she's not. She was robbed of that justice. And I'm glad that Oprah is highlighting this. We all need to be highlighting this because this is what America is, and Breonna Taylor is not going to leave the headlines.
Thank you, Erica. Wow. Al?
You know what, Erica, as you were talking, I had what I wanted to say ready to go, but you know what I thought about? Just as you were talking, I was just thinking about how they entered her home, that with the no-knock warrant, it just went in there shooting. And like you said, a decorated EMT. Did anybody happen to catch the Jeffrey Epstein doc? They knew about that dude for a while. And he sat there in that compound, in that fancy area. He never got the door kicked in. No one walked in there shooting with a no-knock warrant. Apparently, he was tipped off because when they went in there, all the hard drives were missing. So it's interesting the difference in treatment that people get. Rich alleged child rapists get a heads up, and decorated EMTs get shot in their bed.